Natter EA. What the fuck do you want me to be enthusiastic about? Hello, we're back again, random game people, and we're having another natter today about the EA conference from E3. Tough topic, really. Today, I am joined by Tom.
Hello.
And Matthew.
Hello.
First off, to start, concept art. A touchy subject with some good games. So concept art that we seen was Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, Mass Effect 4, a new BioWare IP, and is it Criterion?
Criterion?
Criterion, yeah, Criterion Games.
Cretin.
And Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge.
Although we did see a little bit with Mirror's Edge, like with the running and the kicking the man in the face.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, but it was more gameplay than we fucking saw with the other four.
Yeah, true, very true.
Battlefront looks like real.
But the emotions they evoke as well.
Looks amazing.
The early
The
results
locations.
are
I'm a
truly
massive
spectacular.
fan of Star Wars, so I get instant wetty about anything. So you've got the Lucas Studios. I'm jealous more than anything. That's what I can say about the EA.
Yeah.
We have an experienced
It looks
team,
really, really good. Like,
an
like
extraordinary
the fact they put the
collaboration
time
with
into all that
Lucasfilm,
stuff because it means
and some of the
really
best
gonna,
technology in the industry.
They can.
Yeah, they're going to put some time in and get things right.
The trouble is,
Above all,
are they going to have
it is our
finished
passion
or
for
the
Star Wars
film
that will
yet?
bring this legacy to life like never
Say
before.
so.
If you're watching this
And as someone once said,
But
do
it
or
looks
do
shit
not.
hole, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good.
There is
It
no
looks
try.
good, but I'm sorry, you can't pay 40 quid for a little man to jump on a
Yeah.
speeder.
The problem is that's got to be downscaled so that it works on
Yeah.
hardware. Like that's the
So
dream.
are we in another Watch Dogs situation?
No, because we haven't seen it.
This isn't-
We can't be in a Watch Dogs
Yeah.
situation because there was no
This isn't
gameplay.
misleading or anything. They haven't said that
That's
this
good.
is what the
They
game
promised
is.
me 8080s last year. Where's that? I didn't see any of them.
I know.
I-
That's all I want.
It's
That's all I want.
a strange comment, but the truth, I'd be happy if it didn't come out till after the film, because then you've got the new film, you've got new characters, you've got new locations, new guns,
Possibly new planets and
new,
stuff.
yeah,
for
there you go.
battles.
That's
Yeah.
amazing to me.
After the problems that DICE have had with Battlefield 4 as well, like the further away it is from the release of Battlefield 4, the more confident I am that it's going to work. So, well, at the end of the day, I just want the game to be good when it comes out, and if it gets delayed or whatever, and it takes a lot
I was
longer.
happy when Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out, and that was
So good, like,
amazing for its time.
the game
Do you
sells
reckon you'll be able
itself.
to play as Jedi's this time?
That's an interesting one.
Because you could in 2.
It depends
and
how much they keep it like Battlefield and how much they mix it up, because like the core Battlefield's like, experience with the 64 players on a huge map sounds amazing on Hoth, being able to like fight that kind of way. But
Yeah.
it depends how much they change it up from like how they make a
It
Battlefield
depends
game.
if there's a single player campaign.
thing is, if it's just Battlefield with snow, then it's going to be a bit
Yeah,
crappy,
'cause
though.
Battlefield's big on vehicles as well, so like there's having some vehicles in Battlefront would be lovely. Like it's something we haven't seen before, and it's something we're definitely going to have in this by the
Well, you've
looks
got
of
all
things.
the, like, especially with Hoth, the type of vehicles that they had in
The
there.
snow speeders, the
Yes.
8080s. Will the spaceships come into it? Will you be able to go from the floor
This
to
is
the
where,
sky?
this is
I
where I
don't
think
know.
this is where I think there needs to be a single player.
Because that was rumoured. That was rumoured a few years back, wasn't it, for the original Battlefront?
Yeah.
It was rumoured that you could go from the planet
Yeah.
to the sky.
But it's quite obvious this is one's being built from the ground up. So
Well, we obviously saw it in slight spoiler for other videos of ours, but No Man's Sky. They've obviously done planet
yeah,
from space to planet, so and that's a few guys in a basement. So you never know.
True, yeah, yeah.
But it is.
it's a very
isn't
good
it?
point.
Whereas-
Yeah, very good
So
point.
maybe that may be what they're looking into.
Yeah.
And if it slips to 2016 so you can do that, be much happier for it. I'd rather be able to do that.
I think I was just looking to see more from that game at E3. Like,
I
I
think
think that's
we were at
the
least
main thing.
expecting a trailer,
Yeah.
at the very least. But Mass Effect.
Mass Effect 4. I couldn't care less. the reason I couldn't care less is you've got 4 of these games, and I personally don't rate them. They're good games, but they're not for me. And there could have been a Knights of the Old Republic 3 instead. You know what I mean, though?
Don't twist my heart like that. I've already haven't had Fallout this time. No, that's the one
I really-
I'm going to hang myself in a minute.
The game hasn't. Knights of the Old Republic hasn't came out in so long, and then you put 4 of these Mass Effect.
The Old
games out.
Republic was good for what it was, but it's just not. it's not much the Old Republic 3 at the end of the day.
Inquisition looks good. Like it looks okay. I'm not gonna play it. It's like I didn't really like the Dragon Age game so far. Like so, I don't know. It looks nice.
But yeah. So
Wasn't
what we
that
see with
impressive.
Mass Effect as well was concept art.
Yeah.
And was it a trailer? There was a trailer, wasn't there?
No, there wasn't. No, there was just the little concept footage.
Oh no, that was Halo.
Where he was,
Yeah, they're
where
just
he was
showing
looking
like
the-
what the new
the
engine looks
galaxy
like.
back
Now with the
Yeah,
power
in the
of new
spaceship.
consoles
But
and
it looked
amazing
pretty much the
software,
same as
it
the
all
other
looks
one.
Yeah, they just show a bit footage on screen.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We think
yeah.
fans of the series are going to be surprised at just how far we're going.
The Krogan.
Krogan, he was stood next to a fire.
And BioWare teased a new IP that they've been having fun with.
Yeah,
Is what they said.
like, don't get me wrong. Criterion are pretty good. Like they've made Burnout and then moved on to Need for Speed, and they've generally made pretty good games. Like, and the idea of jumping out of a helicopter and onto an ATV or whatever just is ridiculous, and it looks cool, but it's so early. Why are they showing
They
that
haven't even
off?
got a name.
Yeah.
It says to me that like they don't have anything to show us. That's why they're showing us stuff that is just not even anywhere near
The
showable.
worst thing is even though it was in a rendering frame on a grayscale and blue objects, jumping from a helicopter to
You're walking around our world and you're just literally going to touch these things.
skydiving suit through like a ton. Well, it wasn't. It was like a aerial
Yeah.
thing. That looked cool, and it was like this is going to be cool. Again, it hits you in the back of the mind. Is it a multiplayer only game?
I want to know how like sandboxy it is and
What-
how
what
much
do you do
structure
in
there
this
is
game?
to
What-
it.
Is it just
It's
an extreme?
it's too early on though. You can know none of this
Yeah.
because they don't even know.
Is it an extreme sports game where you're just challenges of jumping out of airplanes? That
Am I just going to be Bear Grylls drinking my own piss after the ATVs crash?
I don't
Who
reckon I'm
knows?
going to be the old
Right.
Scoutmaster.
Yeah, it's interesting because like obviously you can jump between vehicles, but can you like walk around? In which case, if you crash your vehicle and blow it up or something, you're gonna have to walk hundreds of miles to get back to your fucking.
It'd probably
cars.
it'd just be a spawner, won't it?
Probably.
Spawn
I'd hope
for
so.
that.
It needs to be really arcadey and really ridiculous. Like the more ridiculous, the better.
Should we move on to some real games? The actual games they actually like showed something of.
Yeah. Fuck it. Starting off with FIFA.
More emotion. Like you can hug the other players, you can date, break up.
'Cause that's what bros need.
Yeah.
More hugging.
FIFA's FIFA. It's horrible.
And then that's that. So moving on.
Horrible to say. FIFA's FIFA. I'll buy it every year. I like playing.
Yeah, this one's like obviously going to be interesting to a certain extent because this was 14 was the first one on the Ignite engine, right? So
Yeah.
like seeing this is now how much can they improve on that in a year?
Yeah.
But you know,
FIFA's FIFA.
sports games.
There was also UFC,
I was-
NHL. There
yeah,
was a couple.
Madden.
there was-
UFC and NFL looked really good. I thought like
The thing is, I don't want to comment on UFC. The game comes out in
a few
2
days.
weeks. Few weeks at the most. Yeah. There's a demo out for it. It looks stunning. If it comes out looking like the demo looks like, it's amazing. EA do good sports games. There's no two ways about that. They can
Yeah.
fuck up everything else, but they do good sports games. And realistic, it's just great. So yeah, they had a whole bunch of sports games, and that's that. I mean, we could talk about it all day, but I don't know anything about American football or American hockey. So look at that if you want to get more intense. But again, it's two demos.
yeah, if you're gonna buy FIFA, you're gonna buy FIFA. If you're not gonna buy it, no.
No.
It's as simple as
The
that
only,
in those games.
the only letdown about FIFA at the conference was there was no talks about what was new on Ultimate Team. I don't care that a flag can move in the wind if it's a rainy day. I don't care.
Yeah, but that's the thing with like FIFA in the past is like with cardboard cutout crowds and things like that as they've had. Like you want the crowd to be there, you want like the flags to move, you want everything
Yeah.
to be as real as possible
Yeah.
because it helps with the immersion. Like, and I think that's one of the great things FIFA can do.
After that, they moved on to sports game done. They moved on to Sims 4. Sims 4
I know
was
you're-
a massive.
Someone died.
Someone
died
died.
in it.
It was the problem was it was a massive tech demo that didn't show much. It just shown again the new emotions, and
It's hard to tell with Sims until you see a lot of it because
they needed, if they wanted to show it off properly, they needed to have a couple of like 30-second trailers, like a creation trailer, like a progression trailer, like what your Sims do from birth to death. That's what they needed to show. Not that someone's got angry, went to the gym, blew off steam, and then threw a house party. The only thing they did pull out, actually, what was interesting, is you can download other players' Sims or houses
Yeah.
or anything like that.
That was
straight
in
to game.
3.
Yeah, but you had to go online.
You did, yeah.
You had to download it to your desktop, add it to your game. This you just download from the click of a button straight into your game there and then. I think that's interesting. I think that's a good thing.
It's the way it should be, really.
And again, Sims is good because you get 4 years out of it, but then the game only really opens up with DLC.
And the fact is, you can just drown them all in the pool by taking the ladder out.
You can.
But they have changed the way they do it as well. They used to do massive expansion packs, and now they do a lot smaller, like
Yeah, like
Diesel
a
clothes pack, Katy Perry.
pack.
To be fair, the Katy Perry pack though, like it
Oh, I
was
would-
good.
yeah.
Let's be honest, like
Yeah.
I'll go to town on that pack.
let's go to town on there.
Right. That's getting cut. After that, the hilarity factor of a PGA Tour game. Not, it didn't say Tiger Woods. It didn't come up as Tiger Woods PGA
No,
Tour.
because it ain't Tiger Woods anymore, is it?
No, because the thing is, if it was Tiger Woods, it would be like Tiger Woods the Fair Simulator 2015.
I
or
think that
whatever.
should be a game. I'd get involved. Yeah, so PGA Tour. First time you've seen a PGA Tour. It opened up all lovely and greenery, and you've seen the Masters Club and everything like that.
Golf standard golf game.
Standard golf game, you know, you've got all these new progression swings and stuff like that. You can see where the ball's going from the wind. I mean, that's there. It's just been updated over the last 110 years that it's been
The
on.
best part of it was though was
Yes.
Carousel Storm, the carrier
Yeah.
that crashes into the island in Battlefield 4, is a hole on the map,
That was
on the
just,
course, like.
that was
Because
just
when
mental.
it started coming up with the Frostbite 3 engine, everyone was like, what?
Yeah,
What game
why is
this?
it not an Ignite? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Frostbite 3, you've got, that's the first dynamic map that you've seen, because they are dynamic maps, so I'd imagine it would change if you were there.
Who doesn't
You
want
took-
Levolution in
Yeah.
your golf game?
If you took a little bit longer or a little bit less time, the ship wouldn't have crashed at that point. I mean, it's good to see, and I want to see what more dynamic maps come to it.
That's like the ultimate crazy golf, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Really?
I probably would pick it up if it was all, if I could play all, like, imagine if it added the maps from like Battlefield 2 or Bad Company.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the golf fans are going to feel about this?
I don't care.
FIFA's been taken
Carousel
seriously.
Storm, like-
You don't have FIFA pulling out. Oh yeah, you can play in the middle of a Battlefield
But
map.
then, the thing is,
I would buy that.
you've got to remember, yeah, I'd blatantly play FIFA on a ship that's about to sink. Without a fucking doubt.
But it's not something they'd ever do with it.
But FIFA has skill games. If Tiger Woods doesn't
FIFA
have
Street.
FIFA Street, if Tiger Woods has never had any skill games or any little challenge modes like that, then this could be seen as a skill map side. Not your standard tour, just
Yeah.
skill map, which isn't a bad thing. And if they don't want to take it, don't fucking play it.
It just seems strange that's kind of like the main thing they showed off in that trailer that reveals that game. That's the big
But then
point they're
there
making.
could be stuff on the floor today.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, but it just that's
We are,
what they were.
we are actually recording this the day after the conferences have all
Yes.
Yeah,
on no sleep.
Yeah.
So the big one?
There's not.
Battlefield
yeah.
Hardline, isn't it?
No, let's do
Yeah.
Mirror's Edge 2.
Mirror's Edge 2.
Mirror's Edge 2
Not a lot
again.
to say, just
it was
parkour.
pretty much
Yeah,
trailer.
parkour,
Kind
kicking
of
guards in the
concept
face.
arty, whatever.
Be good to see more of that.
She
Yeah.
tattoos her eye for no apparent reason. Apparently,
That's
I
they're
don't
saying that
care.
she didn't. That was the point. That she didn't do it for no reason. There was a point behind
But
it.
I don't get the reason because it wasn't told.
That's because you need to play the game, mate.
Well, I can't
Well, I
play the
can't
game.
play it when there's the only,
Concept
the, only,
art.
Yeah.
the only game to play is me kicking a guard in the face.
Yeah. That's the
Well,
point. They're trying to add some more story into it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was kind of like Portal, wasn't it? The first one. It's just like this kind of this
Get it
concept
done.
It
to kind of
exists.
yeah.
Here we go, have a go.
Test the water game.
MOBO.
Dawn game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The MOBA genre is quite clouded. You've got Dota 2, you've got League of Legends, there's a Lord of the Rings one, like I think Blizzard are working on one as well.
So many coming out at the moment.
I mean, if you're really into MOBAs, you play Dota or you play LoL. Like the top players who earn like top dollar for playing it, you play them too. Like I think EA, I think it's more they're trying to throw money at a wall to see if it sticks.
yeah, this is a bit late to the game though. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
It's MOBAs are kind of passive. Like you either play it or you don't.
I suppose the way that EA's looking at it though is it's an easy way to make money with subscriptions. 'Cause EA love that. They'll throw something in there like that. And the other thing is everyone already plays them, but this just gives people a chance who don't play them to get in at the start.
The problem is there's such a high learning curve with MOBAs. Like the few people we know that play like Dota and stuff, they've literally played for years before they said right, and then I moved on to another character. What?
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah, I think that's all you can really say about that one.
Yeah.
Maybe it might work out for EA.
We don't play them enough to really comment much on them.
No. Going back to Dragon Age quickly, because we did see two things in two different conferences. There was also a bit of fighting involved. It was a fighting with wow. It looked like there was 4 characters that you can control. You set them up to attack different parts of the dragon, all on the same part, so you can save it, switch back to the characters that you normally use, and then everyone else attacks the same thing. Then the dragon stands there, takes the damage, flies away, shoots fireballs while approaching, and then a line of fire on the floor.
But yeah, it just didn't seem to have much life in it, the enemy. Like, it just seemed like you were switching between characters, making sure they're attacking, but there wasn't any real threat from that dragon. They're like, this is our alpha predator in the game. This is the big thing that you're gonna fight.
That's what we see.
The dragons in the first 2 games were hard.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely hard to fight. That looked like I just spam buttons.
In the other 2 games, it was more like, is there another way around? Yes, take it. This was like, wow, I'll just level up. The trailer though, the trailer looked better. The little announcement trailer.
Yeah.
Selecting your party.
I think with Dragon Age, if you're interested in it, you'll enjoy it. If not, then it's not really going to grab you by the footage you've seen there.
That's the thing. There wasn't anything really.
They didn't do anything for me.
Really big there. Like, what's the last one? Hardline.
Hardline. Now, last one is a touchy subject.
Yeah. So
Battlefield Hardline. Now,
this probably could have a natter in it. I think we might. we might actually follow. We're going to follow up with another one with Hardline.
The thing is, my starting point is EA came out with the statement 2 years ago. Oh, we don't want to be a company that comes out with a RFPS every year. Now everyone applauded at this. It made more people go to Battlefield. Then the year after, they announced 4 before their DLC was finished. And then 4 came out. It's had these problems. Now before the DLC is finished, they've made this Hardline. Now it's not
the
a
difference
direct
with
game.
Hardline is that it's within the same year as the DLC still out. By the time the DLC had finished for 3, that was when 4 was out about 6 months after. So it was genuinely finished. Like, you've done with that game, you've had a good year and a half on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, on its own merits, Hardline, yeah, it could be a good Battlefield game. I personally don't. The beta is available now. You can play it. Like, you can get it in your hands and sign up for it.
Yeah, we've played it. All 3 of us have played it.
I personally don't think it's Battlefield, but it's more about the surrounding issues with it that bother me rather than necessarily the game itself. I think that does cloud my issue on how well I judge the game. Personally,
it's fair enough. I mean, there is a lot to worry about with Battlefield as a franchise, and what does this mean overall?
It sets an unhealthy precedent at that, I would say.
Yeah, my initial thoughts of the game is that it is fun, and it feels like a Battlefield game. If you play a lot of Battlefield, you'll know what the shooting's like in it, but it's a bit faster paced and it's a lot smaller. But we need to see some more modes, some more maps, and also what's this single player all about? Because the way they've kind of said it is that we are pretty shit at doing single player campaigns.
Yeah.
So we've got Visceral, who make good games like Dead Space. Even Dead Space 3 I thought was good.
It's still a good game.
Even though it wasn't, Dead Space. But it's, I think having them on board doing that is probably a smart move on their part. So it'd be interesting to see what that
I think the major killer though is we got into the beta. It's installing. You can click the pre-order. It's obviously straight away comes up pre-order. You click the pre-order, and you got 2 choices. One of them's 50 quid, and the other one's what is it? Or is it 45 and 55, or is it 50 and 60?
It's somewhat ridiculous.
It's a high price for a game that doesn't deserve a high price. Especially the trailer came out the week before.
Yeah.
And it definitely looks, your 30 to at the most 40 quid game, and you see them 2 prices.
Yeah, but that's just standard Origin.
Yeah, I suppose
they'll price Plants vs Zombies at 50 quid. They'll price everything at the highest they possibly can on there. What you're actually pay against the RRP will probably be a lot lower. It'll be standard prices.
It does tie in quite heavily to the other issues with it though, doesn't it?
It depends if it's worth playing the multiplayer as much as Battlefield 4. It has to feel different from Battlefield 4 as an overall multiplayer. But they've got modes like the car chase modes and things like that in there. But it's just, if you play this, are you really gonna, feel that it's Battlefield, or are you gonna feel like why am I playing this when I could be playing Battlefield? You know, you need to have that
Thing
difference.
is, it could split the community as well, because a lot of people could just buy this and think, oh well, it might be more fixed than 4. You don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's EA really in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's EA wrapped up. Join us for another EA special. Like and subscribe, please.
Another
And
EA
don't
special?
forget to follow-
We're not doing any more on EA, mate. No.
No,
not-
sorry, E3. I always get it mixed up. Like
Don't
and
forget to follow
subscribe.
us on Twitter as well.
And Facebook.
And Facebook.
I'm on Twitter at RGP Learwood. Tom, you are
Tom K988
Matt.
with a H.
with a H.
Yeah, Tom with a H.
I'm at MD Lizard.
There you go. That's us. If you want to talk to us about anything, ask us anything. Tell us what you want to do, what you want to see. Don't be afraid to ask. If not, join in the comments.
Don't be a stranger to the beard.
Don't be a stranger. I'm involved with danger. That's a wrap.
Bye now.
Bye.